Elon Musk. Everyone's talking about Elon, everyone's talking about Twitter, and most people think that they know who Elon is because they've read a couple articles, seen a couple memes, and CNN or Fox News has told them what to think about it. Whether you like him or you dislike him, you're basing this on shit that you got online. So I'm going to start there, and we're going to start with two different scenarios, two different people that have ideas of what Elon is up to and what his intentions are based upon Twitter alone. Here's the first one.
Interested really in this phenomenon of people leaving Twitter.
Yeah.
So on Dark Horse, we have talked about a concept that I call zero is a special number. And the idea of zero as a special number is that this narrative control would not work if there was even one newspaper that was dedicated to the job of reporting the news. It wouldn't work if there was even one university that was dedicated to finding what the truth might be, right? It doesn't work if there's one social media platform in a primary position in which free speech reigns. Because in any of these cases, if you had the university that was still interested in truth-seeking in an era where everybody else was doing their diversity, equity, and inclusion thing, every reasonable person would want to send their kid there, right? So it would win in competition almost immediately, and the result would be every other institution would have to change their policy to compete. So if you get even one exception, that's enough to break this pattern. So what Elon Musk is doing is actually fighting to make Twitter into that single exception. And the structure that is controlling the narrative understands that it cannot endure that. And so far, it has failed to shut down Elon. So their next move is actually to get people on one side of this debate to leave so that they can't prevent Twitter from being a space where people can speak freely, but they can take it out of the position of being a primary social media environment. And in so doing, they will take the number of meaningful exceptions to the free speech control back to zero. That's what they're up to.
That's a pretty interesting thought. Brett Weinstein from Dark Horse Productions is saying that if Twitter becomes this one knight in shining armor example of the people's social media, then everyone's going to go for it. Everyone's going to drop all the rest of them like Meta, IG, yada, yada. And this will topple the oligarchic political rule of social media. That's just one idea. I want to show you, before I get into any of my opinions on it, somebody else's ideas on why Elon is targeting Twitter and what Elon actually wants out of it.